It'd be weird. I'm like, holiday. And you're like, all right, so self-help.
Yeah.
And we're really, if you took a holiday, you have to mentally take care of yourself. Yeah, the holidays are stressful. So do you get depressed around the holidays?
No, but like I'm getting presents and candy and calories and weight.
Oh, I like how you're getting calories.
Yeah, getting calories. That's the only way that they're not my fault.
Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Lauren.
And we are
the NeuroNerds. Yes, that was on time.
I feel pretty good about that.
NeuroNerds.
So yeah, holidays are always kind of a depressing time for a lot of people. You know,
they can be. Like I wouldn't say they always are, because for some people they live for the holidays.
They do, but some people dread the holidays.
Agreed.
And it sounds so weird because it's the most festive. I mean, just like the song, it's the most wonderful time. I'm not gonna sing anymore.
No. My dad, he's not a huge holiday person. He's always weird around Christmas. He straight up told my mom, like, he likes Christmas trees, but he doesn't want to put it up. He's like, I don't like putting them up. But if it's up, it's fine. But he doesn't want to help decorate.
Is it just the process of it, or is it just the feelings behind the process?
I don't know, because my dad is a man of few words. But also, like, my dad loves the fucking Hallmark Channel. He loves all the Christmas movies.
So those Christmas movies. Oh, that's
my
sweet.
God. Like, yeah, but
that's
it's
sweet,
like,
right?
Yeah, it's adorable. Except like he watches all the Hallmark movies. And I'm like, we have Netflix. Thank God my dad hasn't really figured out how to do Netflix that much, because they have all the holiday movies are up there.
It would be like the holiday movie starring like Dean Cain.
Yeah, like my dad doesn't know how to get to Netflix yet. So that's good. Like we have to do it. But I'm like, oh my God, because I opened up Netflix the other day. It was like all the Netflix branded Christmas movies.
And you're like, distract dad. Distract dad.
I was like, no. Because we have like the Hallmark Channel. There's the Lifetime Channel. There's
Lifetime. Holy
right.
Lord.
Then there's like another there's like 2 Hallmark channels, 2 Lifetime channels. Then there's one that's all Disney.
There's 2 Lifetime channels?
Yeah, there's Lifetime movies and Lifetime mysteries or something like that.
That, you know what, that makes sense. Actually, I take it back. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So holidays, Christmas is my favorite time of the year.
Okay.
It's my close second, St. Patrick's Day.
Why? Because alcohol?
Joe likes beer.
Oh.
Joe's a big fan of beer. Wait, does 420 count as a holiday?
Sure.
It's a stoner holiday for me. But yeah, Christmas is hands down. It's my favorite time of year. I love the cold because I run hot, but I just love feeling, the crisp air. It's a little bit darker outside than it normally is.
I don't like that.
The leaves change colors.
Kinda. We live in California, Southern California, guys. Like, I have friends who live back east that are like, I'm under 4 feet of snow, and I'm like, it's chilly, and I needed to take a jacket today.
So my stromies.
Yes.
one of my stromie homies, Sarah. I was like, yeah, it's really cold over here. It's like 64. And I was like, what is it over there? She's like, yeah, it's 24 degrees.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
I've been in 20s, and it's fucking cold. When I lived in Spain, it was cold.
So do you think that the change of weather is just a shock to people's mental system? That's why people start to get like a little bit, a little bit down and a little bit more anxious, a little bit more depressed.
Contributes. I'm sure it contributes. I don't know. Well, it depends what part of the country you're in. Like if you're, like they said, like in Seattle or somewhere that rains 9 months out of the year, right? Of course, that does immediately affect your mental state of being, because one, you're not getting your vitamin D. Everyone go outside, get some sunlight, get some vitamin D.
20 minutes a day. That's all you need.
And if you live somewhere where they don't have sunlight, then that's when you got to take your supplements.
Yes.
But on top of that, like living somewhere where it's gray and gloomy a lot, that there are studies and some proof that does affect your mental well-being. Right.
It's like watching like really depressing things all the time. So case in point, my mom, who all she watches are like mystery, not reality, but like CSI Miami or what's
Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds. Or there's the autopsies. You remember that there was like a show on HBO called Autopsy, and they would like do the autopsies and try to like piece together this crime. When I first started dating Felice, we went to like Yosemite or something like that early on. My mom didn't want me to go. I was like, yeah, I'm this new girl, dating for a while, and we're gonna go to Yosemite. And she's like, don't go. I was like, wait, what? Why?
She's going to kill you.
What if she throws you, literally, what if she throws you off the top of a mountain?
Wow.
I don't know why that's where she went. But if you're...
I was like, you're going to get attacked by a bear.
No, I chased a grown-ass black bear out of the camp, or brown bear, the little one.
Why you got to be black?
So what's funny is like the more you watch something or the more you surround yourself with something, the more you're just kind of that. You know what I'm saying?
Or it can contribute.
Oh, yeah. I think it contributes massively.
So what we're trying to get to is what we're going to talk about today is some of our own personal techniques, I guess we can use, especially something for you guys. If you guys find yourself overwhelmed or feeling a little depressed or upset during this time, because even though like it's the most wonderful time of the year, for many people, it's a very stressful time of the year. Because of the nature of what it is, because it's colder, it's darker, you got to deal with family you may not like, and on top of that, if you got a brain injury, being overwhelmed and anxiety and depressed and then like fluctuating between all three, and you might have a manic episode and then you're going to crash. Like
it's definitely a stimulation overload.
Yeah.
Even go into like normal stores you go into, the scents.
Oh, I was going to say like
the
you
visuals.
just get like vanilla and like cinnamon. Yeah.
Ugh.
It's a lot. And it's like that.
It's a cesspool of scents.
Yeah. And it's not even like natural scents. It's like that chemical. And you're just like, bleh.
Right. Yeah. It really, like you can actually tell the difference. It's like, this is, I'm doing quote fingers, the cinnamon vanilla scent.
It reminds me of like when you walk into Bath and Body Works or you walk by and you're just like hit by it. And you're like, God.
When you walk by 100 yards away and you can it still punches you in the face.
Yes.
By the way, what the hell is warm vanilla? Come on. It's not natural flavor or natural scent. So yeah, everything is like really, I don't know. I get overstimulated quickly. Yeah. I get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I'm almost overwhelmed right now.
Talking about it.
But like going into like a mall, and malls aren't like what they used to be because like retail. I haven't been to
a mall in forever. Yeah.
Retail isn't retail. I have to go get like the Nespressos because they don't sell Nespresso everywhere. There's an Nespresso store in the mall next to us. So like I go in there, and even now malls aren't crazy.
No,
even on a
not
weekend,
like they used to.
There's a lot of people where I'm like, oh, wow, there's a lot of people here. But then I start thinking back, I was in retail for years. This is nothing.
No.
This is like on a Saturday evening. It's like a Monday afternoon now. There's like a good amount of people there, but it's like not crazy.
15 years ago.
Yeah. But there's so many scents. There's so many people giving out samples. There's so many lights. There's so many bright, vivid colors.
So many kids screaming.
Oh my God. but it's a lot. It's a lot to like just maintain.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got little tips and tricks that I do myself. The one thing I do that helps me with being overwhelmed and kind of maintaining are my headphones. They're never. People ask me all the time. Some people are nice. Some people, hey, you guys are kind of dicks. Like, hey, what's wrong with you? Like,
wow, guys.
Like, what? Wow. Like, why do you always have headphones in? What's wrong with you?
For those of you asking, there's a word I would like you to look up, which is tact.
Yes.
TACT. Just go look that up, okay?
Oh, yeah. You might not have that.
Don't come after my NeuroNerd partner because I will come after you.
Oh, I love you, Lord. And I'm glad that you're directing that anger towards someone else and not me.
Yeah, according to him, I'm pint-sized, but I will come stab you with an 8-inch stiletto.
Oh, my God, Lauren, you're a pocket-sized person. Yeah, so like I put the headphones in because it's not to listen to music because I rarely listen to music when I'm out in public like that.
Block out.
It blocks out background noise. Also,
it discourages people from talking to you.
Oh my God, it's so much because every once in a while I can like look at them and just point to my ears and be like, oh, hold on, I'm on a phone. But like I can hear the people that are next to me talking to me, but I can't hear a lot of the background noise. It's awesome. It's just for that. So that helps. Meditation has been very, very helpful for me. I don't know if you meditate.
I do. I just don't do it regularly.
Yeah, I do it every day. I missed a day yesterday and I feel like an idiot because I have to kind of start my streak over again. But I'm being very kind to myself.
What is the face Lauren is giving you?
It's Joe's a little bit in fear face. But no, it is because we talked about this. I'm not being mean to myself. No, I'm not being mean to myself.
So you're growing. Okay.
I am. And I know it sucked and it wasn't like the greatest feeling in the world, but I'm very proud of the 100 or so some odd days that I meditated in a row before that.
Good.
So I'm patting myself on the back for all the days that I did do, and I'm not beating myself up too badly for missing and having to start over.
Good. I'm very proud of you.
You know what that
is? Personal growth.
You know what we call that? Growth.
Oh.
Right? Joe's growing.
I'm going to throw some XP points at you.
I don't know. Ding, is that an XP noise? I don't know.
Sometimes sounds like the I don't know, dice or something.
So what do you do? I can't see you as being a person that gets overwhelmed in public.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like at least you, as I've been told over and over and over again by my therapist, you present very well. You know, if worst case scenario, you present well.
Yeah.
But you don't seem like anything is too big for you. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I can compartmentalize really well. So I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing.
No, I think that is.
Compartmentalization is good, just like anything else, good in moderation, right? To the point where it's like, if I know something's going to be overwhelming, I can, I'm more than happy getting ready and be like, you know what? I got to go. Bye. A peace out. Like I'm cool making my, what do you call it?
Your rounds?
Yeah, my rounds and having an exit. Like last night I was supposed to go do something and, I was like, you know what? I really don't want to be around people. So I went to go do something and I was like, oh, I'll see you guys after. And then I was like, you know what, guys? I was like, I lost track of time. Not going to happen.
Hey, that's sticking to that's putting up your boundaries though. Yeah. And people have to respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, that's cool. Because there's sometimes where you're just like, I don't want to be around people.
Oh yeah. I call that time all the time.
But no, I do get anxious. Like there's sometimes where I get overwhelmed. And honestly, if it's like in that moment, part of it is breathing, right? Yeah. As a dance teacher, and as a movement instructor, the most important thing you can do is breathe. Oh my God. I try to coach my mom through breathing sometimes. I'm like, Mom, breathe. And she's like, I am. And I'm like, okay, now try exhaling. And she's like, like, it's so hard to get my mom to release it. Like you got to make sure, even when someone's like, you need to breathe, it's the inhale and the exhale.
Right. It's and not you need 50%.
To push. Yeah. And you need to push out more air than you're intaking, right? Just take a couple of those big breaths. So in martial arts, what we learned, especially because I was so asthmatic, I got to the point when my asthma would start, I could actually stop an asthma attack with breathing, which is duh. But like part of it involved, like I remember we were talking about basketball earlier. I was playing basketball in PE and I could start feeling my asthma coming. And I had my inhaler was in my locker and it was in high school. So literally I stopped playing. Again, it was PE. It wasn't like a game. So I like sat down again, like out of the court in, an Indian pose or Indian style pose.
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross, whatever. Lotus, whatever. And hands on my knees. Butt on the floor, grounding, close my eyes, and it's just regulating that breath, pulling breath in, holding it for a count of 3, and then pushing as much air out as I could. Even as my heart rate started to rise and I could feel like the adrenaline and the panic that comes with an asthma attack. If you've never had an asthma attack, guys,
not fun.
It's scary. Like you can't breathe. You physically can't breathe. Okay. Because like if you imagine your throat or your trachea or, your lungs, are like, let's say they're the diameter of like a 50-cent coin, right? Might be a little smaller. And then all of a sudden it swells and it's the size of a dime or smaller and you can't get air in or out. So, you can help bring the adrenaline down and bring your heart rate down so you can actually start to breathe enough. So that's what I did. So now what I do when I start to get a little overwhelmed, breathing is really important. If I have music helps too, like in my car, like I just listen to music. The other thing that helps, because I drive a lot.
Yes.
And sometimes I get overwhelmed by how much I drive. Yes, Joe knows how much I drive because I drive forever to get here.
Oh, I love you for it.
Yes, I know you do. But so like sometimes I get overwhelmed driving because it's just like I'm exhausted or I'm hungry or I'm like.
Is it the traffic that drives you crazy? Is it the idiot drivers in California?
Combination of all, right? It's just a lot, right? Because then you're like, oh my God, I spend, 4 hours a day in my fucking car. Like that's a lot of time.
That is.
So either music does it for me and then I'm like planning choreography in my head or like, oh, this would be a good song for this. The other thing I do is I love YouTube videos and listening to like crazy conspiracy theories or like mythology or like I was just listening to a video. Okay, Joe's going to really think I'm a nerd. It was on even more.
I think nothing. I know.
So it's called Moscovian, which is element number 115, which has been tied to UFO research. And,
I love that. I'm in.
And S4, the base next to Area 51. Have you ever heard of S4?
No.
Oh, and you call yourself an alien guy?
Yes.
Ooh, you need to go look up S4.
No. Do you want to know?
And Bob Lazar.
Do you want to? Oh, no, I know Bob Lazar.
Yes!
Okay. Do you want to know why I don't go too deeply?
Why?
I'll go crazy.
Oh, yeah. But
I'll be that dude.
So I'll listen to that, or I was listening to a video. This has also been really cool. Especially if you start getting super overwhelmed, is to realize actually how small you are in the universe.
That's even more overwhelming.
No, but it's so cool when you actually, because I was listening to it, and it was a video on how our universe might actually be a simulation.
Right. No, I'm right there.
No, but it was cool.
We're in the Matrix.
Yeah, but what was really interesting was, so side note, guys, I just got to talk about this as my nerdom. There was some convention in Boston a few years ago, and there was a physicist, and he was saying how he was going through string theory and doing the math on superstring theory, which is technically a theoretical science, but it's supposed to be about the fabric of our actual universe, right?
Right.
So he said he was going through the math and on superstring theory, and as he was doing the math, he was finding coding in the math equations.
Really?
And in the math about for the physics of our universe, and it was a self-correction coding that you would find in our own computers. So like our computers can self-correct small problems.
Right.
So in the very fabric of our universe is woven self-correction coding.
Yeah. I wish I had self-corrected coding in my body.
I will send you this video. It's fabulous.
Please.
But anyways, so I'm listening to some of these videos it's like the idea that we live in a super void.
Mm-hmm.
Our actual cosmic neighborhood is in one of the largest super voids called the KBC void. And what that means is our huge neighborhood of the universe is actually notably devoid of dark matter, regular matter, energy, elements, whatever. So it's like maybe we're just the loneliest people in the universe because we're so devoid of other energy.
That's so depressing.
No, but it actually made me feel better.
That's funny.
So maybe that might not help you, but it helps me.
That actually made me more depressed than I've ever been in my life.
Right. But it also tells you like the universe is so big. Our problems are so
true.
small.
I agree with that, but then it just makes me feel like, well, what kind of purpose do I have if I am this small?
But it's the purpose that you divine, the purpose that you
that's
give
true.
yourself.
I'm actually gaining purpose every single day. So
exactly.
So going through life pre-stroke, I didn't know what my purpose was.
I'm sorry, I'm such a nerd, guys.
My God, I know this. This is the person who I adore you because of this.
I'm blushing, you guys.
If you weren't this, you'd just be some person. You're literally you are 1 in a million. If you weren't this, you'd be 1 in 10. This is what separates you from 90-something% of the population out there.
Guys, I don't know if he can't tell.
I can.
Cheeks are pink.
I can. You actually look stoned because like your cheeks are so high up.
I'm such a dork.
Yes. But so what you're saying, it doesn't really make me feel better. It gives me a little bit more anxiety. So
sorry.
so our music, the NeuroNerd music department.
Yes.
Sleep Vision.
Yes.
Sleep D's.
Go check out his videos on his YouTube channel.
Absolutely. Like some of the YouTube stuff he's doing now is incredible. So there's this one video thing that he shot. It's an amazing shot, but it gave me so much anxiety briefly.
Ooh.
He's on a beach in the Dominican Republic, I believe.
Okay.
And there's a drone shot.
Mm-hmm.
And the drone shot,
and
he's like
it
walking
pulled
on
away?
it pulled away.
And that freaked you out?
I was just like, wow, we are in this vast open plane.
Yeah.
It's the world is so big.
Yeah.
Everything is so everything we do is so small.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I just kind of mentally got lost in the shuffle. And that feeling when the camera pulled away and because it kept on going.
Yeah.
And everything got smaller and everything got bigger. It was
Yeah.
so weird. And the feeling it gave me inside, if you've ever jumped out of a plane, which I have, you've jumped, you haven't, but if you've ever fallen off of a height, you have that
I'm
feeling.
on a pole.
Exactly. And you've been high on a pole.
Yeah.
You've been on like a 15, 20 foot pole.
No, the highest pole I've ever climbed was 25 feet.
That's crazy.
I freaked out at about 18, 20 feet. Like that.
So you know that feeling you get in the pit of your stomach?
Gut,
I had that. I just had
that swooping feeling
about the universe though, where I was like, oh
we're
man.
so small and insignificant.
Our
problems are so petty.
But I try to each of our own individual problems, they're bigger than anything.
Well, of course.
They're bigger than the universe.
But sometimes it can help for perspective.
It does.
Really, it's not devaluing what you're going through, because if you think about it, we're a small microcosm of the universe, but our own body is a microcosm for the universe, right?
We're a grain of sand in this beach of the universe.
Exactly. And for all we know, we're like they do on South Park and Rick and Morty, because I got to make this nerdy, we're just a reality TV show for some fourth dimensional or fifth dimensional being. Right.
Yeah. And finding purpose in like your day-to-day is awesome. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
If you're a barista,
you be a damn good barista.
Do you know how important what you do is?
You make someone's day. Giving someone a coffee and a smile might change the trajectory of their life.
No, seriously, like we're all intertwined in some way, you know? Like I truly believe that. And for me, I'm finding purpose now in life in connecting and helping others.
Oh, there's a comic book guy. He wrote, who was the inspiration for Dr. Manhattan? Something Atom?
Captain Atom?
Yeah. Whoever the crazy ass comic book writer for him, that guy.
That dude's crazy.
Yeah, he was saying that we are actually some
nuts.
Sort of like amorphous anemone style being.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of us are part of that system. Like all of us as individuals are just part of a greater like organism.
See, and you know what that is?
What?
We're all like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We're all connected.
Oh, we are.
We're
so connected.
We are. And I think, and again, I came really, really close to death.
Mm-hmm.
I know that sounds morbid, but like it was awesome. Not awesome.
Well, and then time is linear. If we're gonna go,
well, no, it is.
Time is not linear. Sorry, time is not linear.
No.
Like a lot of people say, like those who have had near-death experiences, and when they say, "Oh, my life flashed before my eyes," most people say that like time stopped. And they were able to go into memories and out of memories, and they were able to feel the emotions and experiences of other people other than them.
I didn't have any of that, but I don't have much memory of it. I do know though, post stroke, post near death experience, everything moves a lot slower for me.
Mm-hmm.
The world moves so fast.
It does.
But everything else moves a lot slower for me, and I see things a lot clearer.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, time. I'm in this like really, really cool vortex. I almost feel like people like us with brain injuries, we have like a bit of a cheat code. We kind of like we're like X-Men. We've evolved. We've evolved past a lot of like the.
Let me take this. We are the Game Shark to the N64.
Oh, dude, Lauren, do you see so much love? By the way, how confusing was the Game Shark?
I never used it. My brother used it, and I was like, "Why are you using cheat codes?"
Because it's awesome.
But it was. But it also, I was like, always like, okay, I had to put the Game Shark in, and I had to pick the game, and I had to pick, and I was like, no, and I would just throw the Game Shark, and I would play.
Yeah. Speaking of Dr. Manhattan, wouldn't you want to be an all-powerful being?
No, I don't think so.
It would be actually, yeah, you're right.
It'd be boring. Don't you see Dr. Manhattan? His like apathy.
It's
for
weird.
The world. I wouldn't want that. That's not to be human. Is not.
You want Joe to get briefly religious?
Sure.
So, the all-powerful being, God, or whatever you want to call he, she, it,
the universe,
the universe. Like, oh well, why doesn't God like come down and talk to us and this and that? It's like, have you ever, you know what sea monkeys are?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever like made sea monkeys? Have you ever had the desire to have a conversation with a sea monkey?
Nope.
Exactly. Right. So if God is like this all-powerful being that created us, how would you hold a conversation with us sea monkeys to our God?
It's like Stephen Hawking said, like there are some questions that are so beyond our mortal ken, like we cannot comprehend. Mm-hmm. This also ties back to like Lovecraft with I'm gonna nerd this out. Of course. Haven't you missed this? With all these cosmic horror and eldritch gods, like the concept of these gods and these questions that we have and how big the universe is and the shape and whatever dimension it's just beyond us. Our brains are not capable of understanding. And that's why I say, like, if you see some like Cthulhu, if you see Cthulhu, you are driven mad because seeing it destroys your mind. Like, you want to talk brain injury, right? Go call Cthulhu up. In the ocean on Relay.
I'd rather have a conversation with a cosmic turtle.
Turtle, right? But so it's that idea is like there are certain things we're not meant to understand.
Right.
Like we physically cannot. And maybe when we do die, because again, matter cannot be
nerd. No one ever really dies.
Exactly. So maybe we go, like, if you want to get philosophical on this, because sometimes that helps too when you're overwhelmed. It's like, let me get philosophical on this bitch.
Right.
What if you return to source and you go back and you have all this, right? You return to source.
I like that.
Or heaven, whatever you want to place on it. you return to source. And then that's why they say like maybe kids or babies have all the answers to the universe and we lose it.
And the shock of coming into this world, just you forget about it.
And so maybe that's what it is. It's like, it's reincarnation or multiple lives or whatever, but it's like you return to source and your matter comes back and then we're sent to learn a lesson. I don't know.
Right. So I think finding purpose has helped me, whatever that purpose is, and I don't know 100% of what it is. I just know what makes me feel good.
Yeah.
I just know what we're
all here for something. There's a gift that you're here for. And maybe you're not supposed to know what your purpose is. Mm-hmm. You're just, it's the journey finding it.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy connecting with people, and I connect most with people who have been through what I've been through, people with brain injuries,
And, some people say, oh, everything has a purpose or, everything is meant to happen, that happens or whatever, whether you believe in fate or not. But I think like, everything that does happen to us, it does happen not necessarily for a reason, but to learn a lesson,
right?
Whether it's of your own choosing or not,
right?
And so, like for those of us with brain injuries that survived, it's like it sucks what happened to us. Again, whether it's something happened to you or happened because of choices, right? But you're meant to learn from that, and you can or not.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. And
you're given that choice.
I'm on board with team. Let's learn from some shit.
Yes.
Let's move forward.
Learn.
I'm not on team insanity where it's like, hey, let's do the exact same thing. See if something different happens. No, man. Like it's time to do things different.
And it's the process. So maybe your purpose is to learn, and maybe your learning takes years, your whole lifetime.
Right. I think we never stop learning.
No,
ever.
You shouldn't. Stop learning.
You should, and you should never be the smartest person in a room. Ever.
Then I need to leave.
Seriously. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You know what I mean? Because like, all right, what are you doing?
Why am I here?
It's playing a video game on easy. It's like, cool, you've already dominated.
No, play Diablo on nightmare mode.
Oh, don't play Diablo. Game's so boring. Sorry, please don't hurt me. Come on, this is the evilest stare you've ever given me.
No, it's just disappointed. No, I'm gonna do disappointed from Hercules from his disappointed.
So it's helped me too. Actually, meeting Lauren. I didn't really know. I mean, you've been a huge help to my recovery. Like you've been massive.
I'm doing happy dance over here.
I think obvious Felice has been the most integral part of my recovery. But aside of like Felice's family, not that you're not family, you know what I mean? But
no, I get you.
That's my significant other. But I would say you and my occupational therapist, aside of Felice, have been the two most important people in my recovery.
It's because we get it.
You absolutely get it. Well, she gets it in a different way.
Right. Because that's like her profession.
Yeah. And she's actually going above him. She's doing a bunch of shit that like not that she shouldn't, but like she's going out of her way to help me.
She doesn't have to.
She doesn't have to.
She likes you.
Oh, by the way, I'm pretty awesome. I get it. And you get it. I tell people all the time, I was like, the first time I talked to Lauren was the first time I felt like I was actually talking to somebody. Because she got it. The look in your face. At first, I was like, is this chick trying to pick up on me? I'm here with my girlfriend.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, come on, man. I'm adorable. And then, but
not back then.
Was I rough?
You were a little dark and a little rough.
Yeah. I was a little sunken in.
You were not where you are now.
No, I was. I wasn't in a good place.
No, he was not. He was not the ray of sunshine he is right now.
No, I was lost. You know what I mean? Like it was. Yeah. It was a lot. It
was it was the universe that had us meet.
It was. Yeah. It was. See, it was meant to be. Yeah. See, everything happens for a reason.
Aww.
And it's been such a help. And then even moving forward now and meeting all of these like other people, even people that I've never met before. Mm-hmm. The fact that we're helping people out literally around the world, that just feels awesome.
Well, and again, another thing to cope with is like Joe's saying, is you reach out to your community. Yes. Like I had to reach out to Joe, as and a thank you to everyone who sent their love. And we did have to put down my puppy who she's not a puppy, but with her cancer, she was my puppy. But so what did I do? I wasn't really in a place to talk. And Joe was very sweet and checked in on me. And what was cool is like, it wasn't pushing. Like I did have some friends who were like, oh, do you want to talk? I'll talk to you. And I was like, no. Joe called, left me a message, perfect message, sent me a text, left me alone. Like that was what I needed. I reached out a couple times, but I was like, I can't talk about it. And that's what you have to do is you got to be kind to yourself. Just because someone wants to help you doesn't mean it's going what you need. Right.
It's about you. It's not about that other person. Like I kind of like reach out. Hey, so I'm absolutely here. Anything that you need, but it's got to be in your time. You know, I can't. So I did that for years where I would force my help on people who honestly just didn't want the help.
Oh my God, you did. Now I'm so proud of you.
Right?
You didn't force it.
I didn't. And I pulled back, and I got to tell you, and I really, really mean this. I wanted to hound you. I wanted to drive out to you. I wanted to leave you message after message, but I didn't.
I appreciate that.
Not just for you, because Lauren, you're family. Like, I love you.
Yeah.
And all I want is for you to be okay.
Yeah.
And I knew you weren't doing okay. And I was like, I have to, like, I was having a little panic attack. How arrogant is that? I have to make sure that she's good. She says nothing, but that means that I need to push even harder. It's like, nah, man, I wouldn't be helping you.
Right.
And I absolutely wouldn't be helping myself. You know?
You need to tell your occupational therapist about this. This is
This is gross.
This is gross.
This is gross.
I was so like he gave me just enough. Like, honestly, I was like, if it was any more, I would have been like, dude, you need to back the
leave
fuck
me alone.
up. Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Because like I said, I had some friends that was like text after text after text, and I was literally like, I can't talk about this.
And you can't really blame them. Like, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
It is.
Because I've been in situations like that where it's like, how can I be mad at somebody who all they want to do is make sure that I'm good?
Right.
But on the flip side, them pushing is making me worse.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like, in knowing that, I was like, I'm just going to like, just make it painfully obvious. Like, I'm here.
Yes.
But I fought every instinct that I had, and I let you be.
And I'm very proud of you.
You know, and I'm happy that you're doing slightly better, and you know, you're loved and adored. And obviously I'm always here no matter what. You know that.
Yes.
It's hard though sometimes to reach out. It's very, very difficult. It's difficult for me to ask help for anything.
Oh yeah. Like, I think I texted 2 people before I posted anything or said anything publicly about my dog. Like, my best friend and Joe. I was just like, so this is happening and this fucking sucks. Just FYI. And then there's like a wave
of people once they realize something's wrong. Well, so for me, actually, it was a lot easier to talk to people that I didn't really know very well sometimes.
Yeah, there's a nice like separation.
There is. It's kind of like, I'm Catholic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm a recovering Catholic.
Yes.
So like, when you go to confession, not that I ever did confession, but like, I know what it is.
Yes.
There's like this wall, and it's just some dude on the other side that you can't really see.
Yes.
But like, you're talking to this dude or this woman, and you're like, so
they don't know you that well.
No,
it's
at
like,
all.
They can't judge you, and if they do, so what?
It's just like getting it off your chest. So it's just kind of like that
Catharsis.
when you're talking to a stranger. But if you're talking to somebody that you know, they know you.
Yeah.
They're gonna have follow-up questions.
Yes.
They're gonna talk about. They're gonna try to connect something that you're saying now with something that you said in the past and did, and it's this
and if you got a brain
thing.
injury and can't remember it, you know.
Oh my God, that gives me so much panic.
Yeah.
So like, sometimes it's easier to talk to strangers, and I actually have more than a few strangers that like I talk to.
Yeah.
Not that I just talk to strangers, but like,
no,
there was this
like
woman that reached out to me, and she was like, she unloaded some heavy stuff, you know. But I didn't get like too involved because I don't know you. I want to help, but I'm not going to hinder me to help you.
Right. There's no overwhelming need to be like, oh my God, let me give you everything.
Right.
It's more like, okay, well, here's kind of like a clinical objective perspective.
Exactly. And honestly, when I say it, the NeuroNerds, like, we're here to help. Every single one of us, we're here to help. So I'm going to help the best that I can, but we can't help if we're going to hinder.
Right.
So I was just honest. This is how I feel about what you're telling me. This is what I would do. This is another option. And there you go.
Yeah.
If you need something else, let me know specifically. If not, enjoy your day. Good luck.
Yeah.
You know? And so it worked. She felt a million times better. She like shared, she opened up. We actually kind of chat a little bit, just kind of checking in every once in a while. So it's sometimes it's easy just to reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
Reach out to a stranger. That sounds weird.
Yeah, that does.
But like, we're kind of
someone in the community.
In the community for sure.
Someone
so like
that you know, like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever. But
you know what? You're right. Reach out to Kevin Bacon. Absolutely reach out to Kevin Bacon.
You know what? I wonder. Go give that a try. Let me know if anyone gets a response.
Oh my God. All I want now is bacon.
Actually, that sounds really
does it
good.
sound delicious?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we put ourselves out there. Like we do, because we're like building this brain injury community one survivor at a time. But like, we're absolutely open and willing to having these conversations with you guys. So I reach out as often as I can because I'm a madman.
Yes.
But also, you know, reach out to us. Like we're super open. Some dude from London reached out and like thanked us for putting this together.
Yeah.
How awesome is that? You know what I mean? Like it's and we're always open. it's awesome to talk because building this community, it helps us too. It helps us feel like, hey, we're helping. We're able to help, and it also helps us grow and heal. It's like this beautiful thing, you know?
It's also beautiful.
Everything's beautiful. Everything is, I was going to say beautiful, but it doesn't. I have the Lego song in my head.
Everything is awesome.
Beautiful. See,
you know, that's actually a really, like, not a good song, right?
Is it not?
No, if you think about it, because it, okay, guys,
are you going to ruin the Lego movie for me?
No, it's just that, like, for me, when
that
someone
means she's
tells
gonna
me,
ruin the Lego
like,
movie
Lauren, you're a great team member, I die a little on the inside. So, like, when I hear the song, everything is awesome, everything is cool when you're part of a team, I'm like, mediocrity.
Oh my God. Jesus Lord.
Well, it's like growing up, I was that kid in the group project that did all the fucking work.
Okay, can I tell you? Well, yeah, because you're a nerd.
Yes.
That's just period.
But still.
Also, you're a martial artist.
Yes.
And you're a dancer.
Yes.
You're kind of a solo act.
Yes.
An amazing teacher.
Thank you.
That creates a team, but still a solo act.
Yes.
I played basketball. I played football. Like, I'm a team guy. Go team go.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I was told early on, if you want to do that, like one-on-one solo stuff, go play tennis.
Ouch. I play tennis too.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Do you want to know why? Because you're a solo act.
Yeah, it's okay.
You know,
but seriously,
it's not a bad
if you
thing.
ever want to really insult me, guys, just tell me I'm a great team member. And it's not an insult like calling me a fucking bitch, but I just kind of die on the inside a little. I'm like, thanks.
Oh my God. But I mean, you know, as part of our NeuroNerd team, you're an amazing teammate.
Thank you.
Wait, how's that bad? That's good.
No. Like, not on teammate, like I'm part of a team, but more like when it has to do with like getting work done or doing a project.
So you're not into like go team go?
Not really.
Really? Oh my God. How are we going to survive the zombie apocalypse?
Or I'm the leader. Like if I'm the leader of the group.
See, solo act. You solo act.
I'm okay with that.
Oh man, how are we going to build this community where you're like, I am chief?
I'm queen.
Well, yeah, you are. No, you're not a queen. You want to be.
I'm
the queen.
Or like Daenerys says, I'm not a politician. I'm a queen.
So I think what helps me too with everything. Obviously, meditation has been amazing to me. Like it's oh my God, it's been awesome. It really but like it settles me.
Yes.
It helps me focus.
Dance helps with exercise.
So I've been I got away from exercise like a lot, mostly because everything is so overwhelming.
Yes.
Mentally, when I say overwhelming, like it's noise. Everything is noise. And then when I would work out, I would be not only mentally done, physically, I'd just be done. And it's done twice over. It would give me even more anxiety and which led into like a little bit of depression, it's this weird vicious cycle that I'm in. So like I'm trying to slowly get away from that.
Okay.
You know, and it's a new year's creeping up. So like these New Year's resolutions that you put in, which I'm not going to put anything too serious and too deep because disappointment creeps in if you don't like hit those goals. You know what I mean?
They're like guidelines, guys.
They are. But
think of more like the theme of the new year. Like, what's your theme? Instead of being like, I need to lose 25 pounds, be like, I would like to be healthier.
Right. I think, you know what, Lauren, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
I just want to be happy.
Okay. Now, but then, so happiness, that's great.
Right. And then how am I going to achieve that?
Goals,
how am I going to achieve that? So I think I'm going to achieve that.
With actual, like achievable timelines, guys. Don't give yourself 2 weeks to be happy.
Right. Yeah, that's a
lifetime goal.
It's absolutely a lifetime goal. And I'm going to start out by doing major amounts of heroin. No, wait, no, not that. Right. Yeah. So not that. But for me, routine is everything. So I think switching up the routine to make it more functional for myself. I've been trying to like switch up my routine for a few months now. I haven't been able to.
It's okay if you set your guidelines, set your goals. That's another way to manage the stress, even through the holidays. Little goals. Like if you're like, you know what, I'm going to wrap one present today. And then you wrap 2. Oh my God. Dude, right? Success.
I am king rapper.
I'm not.
Because I worked at kids' toy stores.
That's true,
so like I wrapped for like years. I can wrap anything. You give me any odd shaped item, I can wrap you.
And on that note,
I feel like you were gonna take a swing at me right now.
Wrapping up.
Oh shit, puns. She's got them.
I'm chock full.
That was pretty good.
I'm so punny.
I'm very impressed with that.
Thank you.
As always, Lauren, I'm very impressed with you. Please don't hit me.
But no. So let us know how you cope, guys. Okay. So Joe is meditation.
Heroin.
Right? Heroin.
No, not heroin. Not heroin. Not heroin. Yeah. Not
Netflix,
heroin.
I'm sure. Video games.
Oh, video games for sure.
Me, it's music, dance, conspiracy videos, science. So what's your Jones in?
Yeah,
right?
like what do you guys do? If you guys have any like helpful hints, I am all ears.
Yeah, let us know how you're getting through the holiday season. How do you cope with shopping? How do you cope with family? Like, we would love to hear how you guys do, any little tips and tricks that we can share with everyone else on the You So Rocks page or on the Instagram page, so that our other friends in our community, if we post it on our IG stories, that they can maybe try for themselves and see if that works.
Right. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to come back and say, oh, shopping, Amazon.
That's my mom.
Oh, does she do Amazon?
Oh my God.
It's because your mom's awesome.
We got like 12 packages in the other day. I'm like, Mom.
She's like, yeah. Yeah, don't open them.
No, my mom's like, I'm not going to the store.
Yeah, too many people.
I literally went to one store the other day and I got like 12 presents.
Costco?
No, I went to TJ Maxx.
Oh, I love TJ Maxx. I don't even go to those places anymore.
They had the best makeup there the other day.
Oh, you know who has great makeup? Costco. You know who else has great makeup? Amazon. So we want to thank all of our
Patreon supporters.
Yeah, patrons at Patreon.
Yes.
And again, December's Patreon donation spotlight, because hashtag the NeuroNerds give back is Thomas. We did an amazing interview with Thomas, and he's going in for his 4th craniotomy. And so a portion of the proceeds of our Patreon is going to go to him. And you can also donate directly to him at his GoFundMe. Check out links in bio. Reach out to us. Oh, okay. How can I go without saying huge thank you to Avid, our sponsor, for sponsoring the NeuroNerds and making us sound as amazing as we do.
Yeah, we sound pretty damn awesome.
Yeah,
guys.
Lauren always sounds kind of awesome. Aww. I say that because if I didn't, she'd kick me in the face. She would have to do it on a chair because she's very short.
I really can't wait till we actually get to do a live episode somewhere. Nope, don't even. That's a surprise.
No, it is a surprise. So, but next year we have a goal.
Yes.
So we're gonna. Oh, what are the NeuroNerds invading? YouTube.
Yeah.
Video platforms.
But who is this going to be available for?
Our patrons.
Patreon patrons.
Yeah, Patreon
and
patrons.
Subscribers.
Yes.
So, if you have no reason, hey, get yourself a Christmas gift and support us. Like, that can be your Christmas gift. And then you can get access to some of these really cool videos that we're going to be posting.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. You guys can actually see
adventures.
Yeah. You know what? Absolutely. Adventures for sure. You can actually see the significant height difference between Lauren and I, and you can really get an honest gauge of how ridiculous it is that I genuinely, and I mean this, people think I'm joking, I'm not, genuinely, to my soul, I fear this woman physically.
Guys, I do nothing to cause this.
She does, but
nothing that's illegal. Because assault's illegal. I haven't done that yet.
So definitely, if you can, we really appreciate all of our patrons at Patreon. Contribute. Every little bit helps, and we do donate a portion of every single patrons Patreon
to our donation of the month.
Yes. And this month it's Thomas, a really amazing dude. He's already gone through 3 craniotomies. He's got one more. We got our fingers crossed. We're sending him out nothing but love.
Definitely check. We have some info up on our Instagram page about him. Go back and listen to the few episodes before to listen more about him if you guys want to learn more about his story.
Yeah, it's a great story. Beautiful man. Love that dude. Love his dog. Love his wife. I love them all. Love all you guys. There's nothing but love because this is a very loving time of year. Yes, and definitely with this episode coming out, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Absolutely. I celebrate Christmas, so Merry Christmas. Hanukkah happened or just finishing, so happy Hanukkah. Kwanzaa's the week after. What about happy Festivus and for the rest of us? And Saturnalia. I don't know what that means. Okay, guys, on that very disappointing note. As always, the NeuroNerds, we're here to help. Reach out to Lauren at Lauren L. Manzano. Reach out to myself at Joe So Rocks everywhere. Reach out to us, the NeuroNerds, at the NeuroNerds everywhere. And go celebrate safely and sanely, guys. Yeah, maybe not too, absolutely safely, not too sanely. As always, NeuroNerds are here to help. And on that note, the NeuroNerds out. Ho, 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 and a bottle of rum.